Oh, right. Hello. It's time for some little Lich Time Hours here with Malice. So, some more Malice Reacts. We have with us the Twin Paranormal. Not Twin Paranormal, there. Sadly, Twin Paranormal are out of commission this week because of the theft. We have with us Paranormal Files, and they are visiting Minnesota at the Dollhouse, as it's apparently being called here. Not sure where in Minnesota, not sure where this dollhouse is, but I guess we'll have a peek and see what's up. I already heard somebody screaming like the most shrill thing I've heard out of them in a while, so it's gonna be pretty good apparently. Whatever they bumped into is scaring the heck out of them. So without much further ado, having skipped the opening spoilery bit, let's dig into the visit to the dollhouse of Minnesota in Paranormal Files. Let's go. Ah, yes, the soul's eyes. The devil's eyes. Also, before we get going, I'd like to remind you all to check out the link down below to see this without my commentary, see the original video without the pauses, my lovely, lovely deep singing voice. Check out the recent music video if you haven't already. Also, check out the links down below if you want to find my socials, my live streaming channel, and my lovely swag channel where you can find this shirt still available on sale. Check it out now.
On tonight's episode of the Paranormal Files, it's an incredibly dark
I'm drinking
and
RC
chilly
Cola
night here in Minnesota, and we're at one of the most haunted houses in the state, the old Warden's home here in Stillwater, Minnesota.
I've been in the
Welcome to the Midwest, boys. It's cold.
I've been searching for holy flames, a sign to light up the
There's some pretty spooky objects inside of it, including this bell, if you guys get a shot of that, that our tour guide just told us the spirits don't like when you ring. Of course, we're gonna ring it.
It means you're gonna be smacking the heck out of that thing later, won't ya?
Join us on tonight's episode of the Paranormal Files. We've already had some activity, so this is, I'm sure, going to be another charged night of paranormal goodness. We're just so happy to have everybody here. My name's Colin Browen, and you're watching the Paranormal Files. All right, everybody, so tonight we are in Stillwater, Minnesota. Never been here before, have you?
This is my first time in Minnesota.
Oh, there you go. And
I
we're
have
investigating
relations
the
in Minnesota.
historic Warden's house. You know, here on the Paranormal Files, we love prisons. I think we can all agree. Prisons have some of the darkest energy.
Indeed.
And this building is one of the few surviving buildings from one of Minnesota's earliest and some would say most brutal prisons. There's a lot of interesting stories here, including the story of an inmate who lived in a cave behind the prison that we're going to talk about.
Well, we've been to Stillwater, and this is a beautiful community, first of all, right on the Mississippi River over here. Yeah, it's a unique
I don't think
location,
I've ever been in,
one
but
that
I
wasn't
possibly have been
familiar with.
through.
It's a beautiful area.
Because
Very
my
cold, very
relations were a little
gloomy
further
day.
inland.
I mean, the
Like
Warden's
about an
house
hour or
looks
so
super
away
cool.
from
and up there
Mall
on
of
the hill,
America.
I think we're coming up on it right now. Should be right to our right.
Oh, there.
Oh.
There it is, right there.
There it is. Can't mistake that
Look
one.
at the Warden house right there, a sign.
Creepy house on the hill.
Should we go up there?
I guess so. It really just kind of looks haunted, you know? It's got a haunted look to it.
Oh, that's a good climb.
That's so cool.
Something about a house that looks like that. Looks like we're in for a treat tonight, guys.
We had a nice view on the balcony right there.
I love the leaves out here too right now.
Still, and then we had snow flurries.
Been kind of on and off snowing all day, so that's great. Look at, right now we're on unnamed road. That's what it says on the GPS.
This goes, what's interesting is this thing goes with it.
Carriage house.
Carriage house.
And there's the cave behind that.
Oh, it's behind there? Back in there?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's where we're putting you, Jeff.
Oh, believe me, I can't wait. I
Isolation's
got my blankets
experiment.
with me.
Yep. Jeff can't wait to go talk with the bats again tonight. This one's named George, and Jeff is going to hug him and squeeze him and pet him.
It is fucking freezing. I don't know if you guys can see jacket covered in snow. But holy shit, it is cold here today, guys. Oh my god. And
When
here's
did
the
you guys
warden's
visit?
house. This
Well,
place
say
has
a little
got
bit about a
definitely
month
some wild
ago.
stories behind it. Yeah, it feels great to be back in the Midwest ghost hunting. And look at that, it looks so creepy on this camera, doesn't
Remember
it?
that
I
one
love that. I
little
got my gloves on so my fingers don't
week that we had a
fall
snowfall
off.
that stuck for
Holy
maybe
shit.
2 days.
I'm just going to give you the history of the house. I'll pepper in a couple stories where appropriate of ghosty things that have happened to me and just some kind of sad, icky things from the prison.
Perfect.
Okay.
That sounds awesome.
All right. Well, my name is Heidi Hines, and I'm the site director here at the Warden's House
Hi,
Museum
Heidi.
in Stillwater, Minnesota. This is the home of the warden of the original Minnesota State Prison, and I've got a great picture here that shows the warden's house and the prison right next door. It was just north of the house. Both the house and the prison were first built in 1853. This is when Minnesota was still a territory before it was even a state. So the prison was located here downtown Stillwater for 61 years. And in those 61 years, here at the house, there were 13 different wardens that came and went. Some stayed for short periods, some stayed for a long time. Most of them had wives and children, so this was a family home for 61 years. It's been a museum since 1941. It's actually the second oldest historic house museum in the state of Minnesota. The prison
There
was
we
here
are.
until 1914. That's when the state built a brand new prison at Bayport, Minnesota, which is about 3 miles south of here. So they put all the prisoners on a train and moved them up to the new prison. They built a new warden's house for the warden to live up there. So these prison buildings sat empty for many years. In the 1930s, some of the buildings were torn down, and they took those limestone blocks and built a couple of scenic overlooks here in town out of those stones. Some of the buildings remained, though, through the years and were used for different things. I know the school bus garage was there for many years, a creamery. In the 1990s, the plan was to turn the remaining prison buildings into a fancy hotel. It was going to be a resort, and wouldn't you know, right before that plan was set into motion, there was a fire, the arson. The last of these prison buildings burned down in a huge fire in 2002. So all that remains of the original Minnesota State Prison is this one little bottom half of the guards tower that's down on Main Street. So there's the tower and the wall that surrounds the prison complex and the warden's house. So we're happy to still have lots of the pictures and artifacts and stories of the original prison. That is all gone. We do guided tours here at the museum. We're open May through the end of October every year. We do guided tours and special events once in a while. And nobody's really lived in this house since the early 1940s. So people are here part-time, and I don't know who's here at night and what happens, and maybe you guys will find out tonight what happens after hours at the warden's house. So follow me over here. I want to show you a cool picture. Before the prison was built next door, that area had a lot of history anyway. Can you get this picture on the wall here? There's a historic marker next door in the ravine marking it as Battle Hollow. It's a natural ravine with a really high limestone cliff on 3 sides. It's like a horseshoe shaped. They thought that was a good place for the prison because nobody could escape. Not true, people escaped all the time. But they thought that since it was enclosed, it was a good spot for the prison. It also was a good spot for the Native American tribes that lived here in the St. Croix Valley. Both the Chippewa and the Dakota lived here, and the site next door was the location of a pretty serious battle between those two tribes in the year 1839. There were 50-some casualties. I think 29 people died, 20-some injured as well. So in 1851, when they started building the prison, this was pretty recent history. It already had the nickname Battle Hollow, and that's what they still call it. There are obviously no photos of that battle in 1839, but in 1939, is when they took this photograph and dedicated a historic marker down there, which is kind of cool. There's members of both tribes that came together to mark that spot. So a lot of history, a lot of tears and bad things happened next door at the prison, even before it was
Man
there.
lost
Let me
lives
just show you
due to
the
whatever
few,
fight was
wardens
feuding
that we
between
show in
them.
this room. Francis Delano is warden number 1. There's a city in Minnesota called Delano, Minnesota that's named for him. He was here for 5 years. I can tell you that this warden and many that followed him were simply appointed by the governor because it was his buddy, not because they knew anything about law enforcement or how to run a prison. And suffice it to say that they made an awful lot of mistakes from the very beginning.
Oh boy.
They had a lot of problems with escapes, corruption, lots of versions of corruption. They learned a lot as they went. And eventually it was really a world-class institution, but the prison didn't start out that way. So Delano's first. The next 2 wardens on the wall over there, Francis Smith and Henry Setzer, were both real short-timers, only here for a few years.
Couple years and I'm
Setzer
out.
quit in a political huff. See if you can imagine this. The year was 1860. It was an election year. Pretty contentious, right? He was a Democrat, and Setzer wanted a Democrat to win, but a Republican won, and he was pissed. Abe Lincoln, ooh. So Henry Setzer is wrote in the book, "I quit because I'm a Democrat and I'm not going to work for a Republican." So he left.
2 years.
Sounds familiar though, right? Like the more you hear about history, it kind of sounds the same. Delano did what a lot of them did, which was private business in the public institution of the prison, where either he kind of sets up shop or later wardens had their buddies set up shop. Industries from woodworking to like a shoe factory. They eventually built plows and farm equipment and stuff. But in the beginning, that was just private money going into their private pockets. Eventually, it became a public factory, basically, but it didn't start out that way. Anyway,
Gotcha. So he was lining his pocket with their work.
Perfect. I can get all these inmates to make stuff for me.
That's exactly.
At least they're real good craftsmen.
That's exactly right. And when Minnesota first became a territory, they had to make some decisions. The legislature had to make decisions quick about where's the capital.
Basically slave labor. None of that
St.
happened
Paul.
here.
The land grant university, they chose Minneapolis, or it was St. Anthony at the time. But the prison came to Stillwater, and you might think you don't want a prison in your town, but yeah, you do want a prison in your town.
Because the government gives your
provided
town
a lot of
money.
jobs for the community, and like
Extra
you were just
jobs and
saying,
everything, yeah.
free labor with those inmates. So there's still a prison in South Stillwater. So this room is the kitchen. The wallpaper in most of the house has been added like in the 1950s and 60s, so it's still pretty old, but it's not original from the 1850s. This is a great picture of one of the prison guards, and that's his little pit bull. And the guy on the left is one of those shop owners, one of those local businessmen who set up shop within the prison. John Proctor is warden number 4. He owned a local hardware store. He stayed here for 8 years, which is a long run.
That's a
for
pretty
the
good
time.
stint.
Proctor had some good ideas like, let's have the guards work a night shift. Good idea, right? That's when people would escape, was overnight. He had the inmates start to wear stripes so that if they would escape, you could identify
them out in the public
that's
if they
a
got out?
convict, right? The next warden to live here is Joshua Taylor.
Somebody
Warden
around
number
here has a
5.
head
He's
on their
only
shoulders.
here about a year and a half. We would call him nowadays a whistleblower. He came in and pointed out all that corruption with the money, and people didn't like it. That didn't go over very well, so he was kind of
pushed out. Yeah.
Alfred Weber is the only warden who maybe belonged in the prison himself. Word on the street is that he really was a thief and stole money outright. He stole in sneaky ways by ordering things for the prison and then selling them. He also, let's see, how do I say this discreetly? There were women in the prison from the very beginning. Some of the women were prostitutes, and during his tenure, they were allowed to work in the prison. And now whether that means he had no idea what those bad girls were up to, or
I'm sure
maybe he knew darn well what they were up to and was the instigator of the whole thing. I don't know the answer to that, but I'd like to find out. Anyway, that basically, I think they turned the prison hospital into a brothel, is what I understand.
Oh, shit.
And even some of the girls had their sisters and friends come in and work here at the prison. And that went on for about 6 months until people caught wind of that and he was fired. So we had all kinds of different wardens here.
That's crazy.
At the warden's house.
That guy kind of deserved it.
Something crazy. His grandpa was a warden.
Yeah.
Really?
Huntsville State Penitentiary.
In Texas?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
man.
this was in the late 50s. That's when he started working at the prison, and then he worked there until mid 70s.
Interesting. I bet he's got some stories.
Yeah, that's when they were doing the Huntsville Prison Rodeo.
Really?
Yeah.
It was a high pressure job and it didn't really pay that well. I mean, you got a free house to live in and free food and I guess the clout, but it was hard work. Like the wardens had to be there every day. You don't get a day off. They interacted with all the inmates all the time. So I wouldn't want to do it. Okay, follow me. This is the dining room.
Sure, you have
This part
some
of the house
favorites
was
after a
added on,
while.
and you can hear the acoustics. It just sort of sounds different in here. The main part of the house, the walls are 2 foot thick limestone. So this dining room was added in 1870. 8 years later, they added a modern kitchen back here, which we use now as our office. So next couple wardens in line, Henry Jackman he's the guy who added the dining room. He's the warden for 4 years in the early 1870s. Right behind you on the horse there is John Reed. He's a warden here for 13 years and a lot happens while he's here.
Dang.
For one thing, the prison population, I'm sorry, it's so dark in here.
No, it's fine.
The prison population really starts to grow on his watch, right? It started out with 6 cells and 2 dungeons and no inmates the first year. Slowly, it's growing. When he starts in 1874, the prison population is not quite 100. By the time he leaves 13 years later, it's over 400. So it quadruples during his tenure, as does the population of Minnesota. It wasn't really a carnival of crime. It was just more people living here. So,
people there grow more
during
crimes
his
being
time,
discovered.
There was a huge fire. So the prison, like I said, the population kept growing. Just like they kept adding on to the house, they kept adding on to the prison too. More cell blocks, more buildings. And in 1884, they all burned down. Late night, January 1884, there was a huge fire. The whole thing burned down. Somehow only one person died, which is pretty miraculous.
Wow, that's pretty good.
At the time. So they had to rebuild it all again. So really the prison site and the warden's house were under construction for years and years and years. A lot of the work was done by inmates themselves. The dining room is 1870. They added a bathroom, which I won't show you. You guys saw it earlier. We didn't have indoor plumbing when the house was built, so that came around about 35 years after the house was built. So follow me. We'll go into the music room.
Oh, this is cool in here.
This is cool in here. So the formal dining room was really used for formal dining quite a bit when the wardens were here. Remember, they're buddies with the governor, so they do some entertaining. After dinner in those days, time for music. Now, when you're here later, if this starts playing on its own, I bet you'll be scared.
Yeah. I would definitely be a little freaked out. That's so cool, though.
Isn't it cool? This is European. It's Swiss, and it's quite lovely. I do like to point out, whoops, turn off. The prison had a band. Like I said, they really evolved over the years from being just a place to lock them up to being a place that had a band. They had a choir, an orchestra, they had a library, a school.
Again, trying to socialize them, trying to get them off that crime.
It really changed
Not
over
bad
the years.
decision, as long as
The
they
next
behave
couple
themselves.
wardens in
It
line,
proves that they are
John
willing to
Randall,
behave.
The only warden who was too darn nice. He was kind of a pushover. A nice guy, not good for being a warden. He would let the inmates leave to go fishing and hunting and long extended
That
visits.
seems awfully silly,
and
yeah.
He wasn't supposed to do that. Garvin, the next one, was quite the opposite, and the only warden to be accused of being a violent disciplinarian, way too strict. So he was not here long either.
When you mean violent disciplinarian, what do you mean?
I mean, like I think he was accused of actually beating the inmates. And maybe more. I don't know. Like I said, I've been here a year and I'm real nosy. And I'm trying to find everything out. But the more you know, the more you realize, gosh, there's way more to it, right?
Yeah, right.
The last warden I want to show you is Henry Wolfer. There's a great picture of him over there on the wall with his mustache. He was here the longest of all of them. A little over 20 years altogether. Really enacted some great prison reforms and is really responsible for the new prison being built and really turning it into the world-class institution that it became. One of the cool things that Wolfer did was purchase an Edison phonograph like this to play for the inmates. Have you ever heard one of these? Get played before with the wax cylinder.
They're cool.
I've seen
Records.
videos of it.
Do you want to hear it for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, he would.
I think
he
I've
bought
heard of
one
them.
these
I've
for
never
the
seen a
inmates to
live
use
one.
for their enjoyment, which is pretty nice.
Well,
I've seen those. I guess I've seen like videos of it. Just I don't think I ever heard one in person.
Yeah, we've got all of these are records. There's tons.
those
There's
are
like
cool.
probably a couple 200 more of them. Some of them are comedy routines, not funny. No, they're not really very funny. Some of them are really,
You mean like
some of,
a little offensive?
yeah. Yeah. And
whoops.
some of them are, and some of the songs are very racist things that we wouldn't say or do today. But really, they offend everybody. Like, oh, your Irish mother-in-law, and they kind of bang everybody. So, but I don't play most of them for the public,
Well, that makes sense.
right? Do you have questions about anything here? We'll go upstairs if you.
Any paranormal on this floor?
On this floor, not so much. I can tell you there's one spot that I feel weird in over here. Kind of when I'm standing in here, and I'm pretty sure it's probably because there's a mirror there and a mirror there, and the reflections. I don't know, something about this spot.
Well, paranormal theory: mirrors facing mirrors.
Yeah.
Portals.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm getting there. The other place down here, the other thing that I think has had some paranormal stuff is with this guy. One of my first days on the job, Reverend Boutwell was on the floor. Now he's an early missionary in the area, and this was his bell that he would ring to call people to church. And when I first started and people would ring the bell, and I thought like, ooh, the Reverend don't like that when people ring his bell. And then I came into work the next day and his picture was on the floor. Actually, you can see the hole that it took.
Oh, really?
And his frame was broken. And I thought, okay, I'm not gonna ring the bell anymore.
So you think he doesn't like it?
I think he doesn't like it when people ring the bell, but maybe I'm wrong. So
Can we ring it tonight?
if you want to.
We're gonna ring that bell for sure.
Okay. But really, almost all of the paranormal things that have happened to me and other things I've heard have been upstairs in the children's room. Okay? And upstairs we go. And we can start. Let's see. This room was the master bedroom. Most of the wardens were married, so I tried to find photographs of the wives, right? The real housewives of the Minnesota State Prison. Here they are. I could only find photos for 5 of them, so some of the ladies are just a random silhouette. It's not really them. But in this room, there's some beautiful furniture made right here in Stillwater, like this bed. The bed actually belonged to the kid on the wall. His name is Forrest Gurney, this portrait on the wall, and he's a young man. I think 21 or 22 is how old he was when he died in this bed. He died of tuberculosis. He didn't live here in the Warden's house. His parents had a resort on a lake not far from here, so that's where this bed came from, was that resort. And the portrait
pretty nice.
Along with him. So I don't know if maybe that's a creepy. Keep an eye on the bed tonight. I don't know.
But he died.
He died in this bed at
that's pretty
the
crazy.
age of 21 or 22 of tuberculosis, which was pretty common in those days, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in this house, realize in those days it was like everybody's house. There were people born here, people died here, there were weddings here, there were funerals here, all of that stuff took place in people's homes in that area, and this home was just like anybody else's. Have you seen hair art before? Mm-hmm. This was a kind of a common Victorian era craft. Sometimes it was a memorial or a mourning piece made with the hair of your deceased whoever. So we've got a couple of hair wreaths. So we did Halloween tours. I see a spider down there. I was going to say, don't be afraid. It's not real. Oh, it's not real. Oh. There were some big ones that I put out. I thought I got all of them picked up, but I see them. Okay.
See them every now and again, even though they're not real.
The nursery, the children's room. Many of the wardens had kids, so we've got the children's pictures and names on the wall in here, and all the kids' stuff. And this is the room where all the paranormal things happen. The legend is that the ghost of the warden's house is Gertrude. And here she is. There's a great picture of her. Henry Wolfer, that last warden that lived in the house, had, I think, three sons and one daughter, Gertrude. And so Gertrude grew up in the house here. She actually married the prison doctor. Dr. Chambers, and they got married. She had a baby, and maybe 7 or 8 months later, her appendix ruptured. They had to do emergency surgery. She almost died. Well, she survived the surgery. After a week in the hospital, she went home and was supposedly all better, but she died that night. Not here at the warden's house, at her own home. But the baby, little Winston, came here to the warden's house to live with Grandma and Grandpa, and they raised him. And so the legend is that Gertrude, or Trudy, they call her, has been found here at the house looking for her baby. Now, I've not met Trudy. She's never said, "Hi, my name is Trudy," but they say, other people have said they see a woman here, a woman in pain, her stomach, a woman looking for a baby. So I don't know if the ghost is really Trudy or not, or maybe you guys can find out for us tonight. I've heard so many people say that they see in the windows, they see a woman in this room. I've heard a lot of people say, we're walking by when there's nobody at the house, and that they'll see people up here in this room. I've heard people say they've seen the cradle rocking on its own. I have not, so I don't know. I had, just the other day, I had an incident in here. Shall I tell you?
Ooh.
So every window has these blinds, right? Or, these shades. And one day, about a month ago maybe, I came in and the cord was still through the thing, but not on the teeth. It was just sort of slipping through here, which is weird. I've never seen that. Maybe one of my volunteers closed the night before and kind of pulled it off the track. So I fixed it. I took it down, or I crawled up here and ran the string through and wound it all through so it was like it is now, right? And I closed it like that. I went home well, that's not true. I closed it, And while I was standing up here, way up high, I just said to myself, oh, this is a different view from up here. I'm not usually up here, you know? And I said, hey, Ghosty, is this where you live, up here? And that was it. You know, I got down and went home. And then the next day I came in, and the cord was pulled was not in it. It was pulled all the way out and was like coiled up down here, and the shade was closed. And nobody else had been here.
Besides you?
Besides me. I left. Nobody else was here. I came back the next morning. Nobody had been here. And the cord was on the windowsill, coiled up, like it was answering me or something. I was like, what? Because really, if you would have pulled it all the way through, the curtain would have been up. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's just no physical way.
If it fell out, it wouldn't have coiled up.
It wouldn't have coiled up, and it wouldn't fall out. Like if it had been like the night before, it was off the teeth, but still through the thing. And I don't know how that happened either. But
They're naturally Pringles.
really, really freaked me out. Like,
That's cool.
because I don't really talk to the ghost, but I did. Oh, is this how you see the world up here? And it's like it answered me. Anyway.
That's
yeah.
gotta be a little freaky to come in here and find that.
I dropped a big F-bomb. Was like, what the? Oh my God. But normally, I'm really not too
Get out of this house,
scared.
unclean spirits.
And I'd like to keep it that way. I think I definitely believe that there is something here, someone here. I don't know if it's just Trudy or if it's all kinds of people. I don't really know, but I hope they like me. They don't. I think we are all getting along just fine, so I would like to keep it that way.
Have you ever been scared here?
Not yet. Maybe a little, not really.
You ever heard of anyone who was freaked, like a volunteer?
I've heard of other directors before me that didn't want to be here alone, like wouldn't be here alone, always had to have somebody come and close up with them. And it is scary, and I do hear, it's an old house, and there might
Some
be
weird noises, yeah.
a critter or two in a wall,
well.
or and with these radiators, like you can't account for every click and bump and whatever, but some things are definitely a thing, right? Like the curtain cord.
That's crazy.
Just a couple other quick ones in this room. For me, last winter, I had to fix this display case, which meant I had to take this stuff out of it, which is this little boy's outfit and his hair. The ringlets that belong to this little boy.
Oh, from the actual
From this
picture?
kid, yeah.
Wow, that's so cool.
Isn't that cool? I'm forgetting his name right now. Arthur Jameson.
Did he die as a kid?
No, he lived a long life. He was a wealthy boy here in Stillwater, and I'm sure his mother saved the outfit and clipped his hair. And anyway, this got donated to the museum. Anyway, last winter I was here all alone one afternoon and wanted to fix the case, so I had to take this stuff out. And I wanted to be very careful with it because it's special. So as I was kind of folding it up and gathering up the hair, I just sort of said, don't worry, I'm just taking really good care of this stuff. I'm just here to fix this. I'm putting it away gently and then I'll put it back. Don't worry. And all of a sudden I heard a noise like a metallic, vibrating kind of buzz sound. Right after I said, oh, I'll put it back. And I said, oh, are you talking to me? And the buzz went like two. Answered me. I was like, oh my God. I started like, well,
It came from the room?
it came from, so the first one I heard, like, it came from over here, kind of behind you. And I said, are you talking to me? Buzz, buzz. And it was over here again. And I'm like, so now you asked if I got scared. That scared me, that it answered me like that. Because I didn't think that was coming. So I kind of started prattling on. I said, oh, well, I'm a real nice lady and I'm just here to take care of things. Don't hurt me. And I said, I've been researching a lot about the families that lived here. And I said, I feel like I'm starting to become part of the family too. And when I said that, it buzzed one more time. And this is gonna sound dumb, but I'm pretty sure it was coming from this stove. I don't know why.
Oh, gee, easy, baby.
I don't know why. Yeah, and I don't know who this ever belonged to or what. Like it's not connected to anything. It makes no sense.
That's so bizarre.
That this thing would be buzzing at me, but it did. And I haven't heard it since, but that's
weird,
true.
the connection with this too.
Yeah. And there are many more stories for this room, and maybe you'll have some for yourself.
Anything
When we're
else
done.
before we leave that you can think of?
The doll. I can bring the bad doll back out if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, this doll
Are you kidding
is
me?
nice.
No, we want the bad doll.
Okay, let's do it right now. Let's
Yeah,
do it right
please.
now. Okay, this nice doll
All right.
actually belonged to one of the warden's daughters who was born in this house. And she died young at the age of 5, I think.
Aw.
And so we're really happy to have something that belonged to her that the family donated to us. And this doll is beautiful and not scary or creepy. But we have many of those.
A little odd, but it's
Do you want
an
to
age
follow me?
thing
I'll show
more
you where
than
the
a
bad girl is hidden
an
away.
age
Yeah,
slash craft thing much more than
Something we
it's,
like to hear.
intent.
Good.
Bad doll.
The bad doll. So watch your step. This part of the house isn't really ever part of the tours. It's just kind of storage these days. It was actually servant quarters.
Ah, interesting.
Okay, Carrie, I'm gonna just lay you down. So the bad doll I've banished to the back corner
Oh
over
shit,
here.
you really actually hid it back there.
Yeah, I'll grab her.
She must have been real bad.
And there's lots of, that one doll is real nice, but we've got a lot of these old dolls are so creepy, you know? Okay. Here she is. Okay.
Oh my god.
She's real,
What the hell is that thing?
I know.
Oh my god.
I'll put her back in there.
That's worse than I thought that it would be.
And tell you the story.
I mean, even this one. Oh my god, that's scary. Holy shit. Even those right there, just kind of creepy, just standing there.
Yeah. This dude with no arms.
I would not want to see that in here.
Yeah.
Late at night.
Just imagine you have all the lights off and see that thing running across the
Oh,
hall.
hell no.
Okay, I'm gonna put
Or
you
see that one in
here,
particular
baby.
crawling across the floor in the middle of the night. Hell
When
no.
I first started working here,
If I've
we were here after
I've seen
hours.
little
My
bits of its face
husband
up
and
close.
his
It's a rather intense,
father
nasty
and,
face.
And stepmom and our
Ain't
daughters,
cute.
who were probably, I don't know, 13 and 15, I guess, at the time. And I was kind of showing them around, and we were up here, and in fact, it was just the 2 teenage girls in here. The rest of us had kind of moved on to the next room. And all of a sudden we heard the older one, her phone started freaking out, doing that loud buzzing like someone got kidnapped or there's a tornado,
Oh, yeah,
or you know how all of a
Amber
sudden
Alert.
everybody's phone will. Well, not everybody's phone was doing that. It was just hers, and there was no Amber Alert or no phone, no weather thing, and she couldn't
Very
make it
intense eyes.
stop, and she was kind of freaking out. We're all like, "What are you? Stop it! You know, what are you doing?" And she turned it off and turned it back on, and there was a message there, and it was weird. It was like some app that she never, like a Google Secretary or some app thing that she never really used, with a message on it that said, "Isn't she cute?" And I'm like, "Well, what is that about?" And the girls were just freaking out. And I said, "Well, what were you doing when your phone started doing that?" And they were here. They said, "Well, we were making fun of that doll." They were the 2 sisters were here
Ugh.
laughing at, "Oh my God, that doll is so ugly. Oh, ick. Oh, I hate that doll. Ooh, she's so icky." And then the phone thing happened. So they
What the hell?
So it's like the doll knew that they were bad mouthing her.
Look at me, chill.
I know. That's why.
Trying not to look at the screen right now, 'cause I do not like that intense stare.
Now, but and
Bleh.
my daughter's scared to death of this thing, and I don't blame her. It is pretty crazy. So we'll keep her out. She'll keep you guys company tonight.
I mean, she's got a really big ass forehead.
And I don't know her story. Like I don't know where it came from or whose it was or anything like that.
It just randomly appeared.
For
in here.
investigation, it is.
Okay, come out on the balcony for just a sec because you can really see next door a little bit better. So from up here you kind of get a better idea. This building, this condo is like where the women's cell block was.
Interesting.
And so it really was just right on the other side of the wall over here.
And it started out this area with like an indigenous battle massacre.
Yeah, right next door, for sure. And in fact, there were a lot of at the prison, and one of the women jumped from the 4th floor and landed on the ground right there back in 1887 maybe. Paulina Kreitzer, I can show you her picture when we go back in.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I love the snow. Like this creepy,
There's a subtle
snowy.
smell.
And this tree is too.
I know.
Trees can talk, right? Yeah, this one's been around for sure. There we go. So on the wall here in the hallway are some good pictures of the prison.
Oh shit.
And the bill, yeah, here's the fire in 2002 and the aftermath. This is the prison population, by the way. They got up to, I think, 850 was the...
Imagine just being the one person in there for a year.
I know. Like in the early years, at one point they had 4 prisoners, and they all 4 escaped. Like the newspaper headline was
How do you
prison
lose all
stamp.
4 of them?
Right, I've
Entire
been to
prison
a-
escapes.
Yeah, this is not good.
Yeah, it was not a good year to be the warden.
No. This is when they tore some of the buildings down in the 30s to reuse the bricks for other things in town. They actually, look at the parade float. Can you imagine? Like, hi, Dad. You know. But here's a few shots of the different prison buildings. This was the hospital. They had a gazebo in the yard, a couple of greenhouses. They grew plants and flowers. The trouble was, you know, those limestone walls kept everybody in, but they really couldn't grow, was the trouble. Hello?
The folks have arrived.
That's all right. This room was one of the bedrooms, but we keep prison stuff in here. So let's see, a good place to start is on the floor. If you look at the gray rug, that shows you the size of a cell, 5 by 7, not very big. The prison was a terribly crowded place, really bad conditions. They never really had indoor plumbing, right? Every inmate got there's your toilet. This one's for clean water. Your brick is for scrubbing your stone floor. This poor guy's got the tuberculosis, you know. Turns out there were a lot of creepy ways to die in prisons. There were inmates that killed each other, inmates killed by guards, lots of but the thing that killed more than any of those was disease. Really poor ventilation, it was always damp, you really couldn't get the place clean. So diseases spread like wildfire through there. So the hospital was a busy place. There's a picture here of a guy in the insane ward. You know, in these early years, they did not have any kind of, you know, mental health things for anybody. They had a hospital with one hallway they called the crank cells or the crank ward or the insane ward. And the guy in this picture, I mean, it's kind of like an early straitjacket, right, or to keep him from harming himself. The prison was super strict, right? It had a nickname. They called it the Silent City. The men were really forbidden from speaking to one another, let alone like laughing and fooling or joking or anything like that. So they were forever being written up for breaking all kinds of rules. There were rules about how to dress, how to walk, what to wear, how to eat. There were a lot of rules, but most of the guys followed the rules. Turned out if you followed the rules, you got privileges. If you didn't follow the rules, you didn't get those things, right? If you followed the rules, you got to wear a blue suit instead of the stripes. You got to eat the good food, right? If you look over here, there's a menu. Here's what's to eat in the Clink in 1907, right? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The items that are in italics or bold are reserved for the inmates who behave themselves, right? Like, I would be good for the butter, right? These guys were food motivated. Turns out that works. So most of the guys were what they called first grade prisoners. They followed the rules and they got their privileges. But here's a good picture of the guys marching. Like, it was like lockstep, almost like a military camp situation, except for church, chapel every Sunday. Turns out they were all really religious because that was the only time you could talk was during church, so they all went. And holidays. Here's a great picture of some of the inmates in the yard. You can see how high that wall is. But they're socializing. This is a 4th of July. It was a big deal because they really never got to do it. And it was a big deal in this little podunk town of Stillwater to go and watch them. Like, this was the entertainment of the day. There's a picture here of on top of these cliffs. If you look close, there's the whole town is up there
Just
watching the inmates
Entire town's
down
watching.
below. So here's the dining room, and you can tell just how strict they were just by how straight it's all set up. And eating was a whole thing too. There was a proper way to ask for more, like without talking. You couldn't get up and walk around and get yourself more of something. You had to raise your proper hand the proper way, and there were like waiters and stewards all around to get you stuff.
So crazy.
The Minnesota State Prison in the beginning took men and women and children. They didn't open juvenile homes in Minnesota till a little bit later. So some of these early pictures they're unidentified inmates. And I don't even know what year it is, but just look at some of these dudes. Like, this is a kid. This is a kid. He looks like a kid, But they were to be at work, like I mentioned downstairs, some of the industries. In this case, that kind of represents some of the things, the farm machinery that they built, the twine. This is from the shoe factory. There's a horrible story about the twine factory. If you look here, you can see all the pulleys. There was a in the twine factory. A guy climbed up like into the belt mechanism. There was a 2-foot belt that ran through these pulleys, like a master one that ran all the little pulleys, and he like grabbed onto it and went through them all and like died instantly, broke every bone in his body. He fell on the floor like a bloody puddle, a mess, and they all got to go home for work for the day. But just one of many like terrible stories. And by the way, this little pass-through, this little empty closet area, for some reason, the other few paranormal people that have been here, they think that there's something going on in here. I don't know if I believe. I don't know if I agree. You'll have to see if you think so. So some more prison stuff in here. This is the original camera that they used to take the mugshots in the prison. So I think this is a pretty cool
that's a biggie.
fact that really kind of captured an awful lot of the inmates. And you'll see a few different of the mugshots around. This murderer's name is Nicholas Kill. How do you like that? That's a great murderer name, wouldn't you say?
I mean, that's
The
over
mugshots
coincidental.
all get the straight on and the profile. They really wanted to get your ear. Did you know everybody's ears are different? Even your own 2 ears are different. So there's a story of inmates murdering each other at the prison. Down below, here's a picture of Sinbad the sailor in his greenhouse. Sinbad grew fresh flowers in the greenhouse, and he came in one day with some fresh flowers, and one inmate said, "Hey, Sinbad, give me a flower." Another inmate said, "Don't give that yellow son of a bitch a flower," which was like a racial slur. So Sinbad, the flower guy, watched these two guys get in a fist fight, and they got broken up. One of the guys went into the guard's office and got a billy club, came back and starts beating the other guy with it. And then the guy who's getting beat with the billy club said, "Well, to heck with this," and went in his cell and came back with a knife, like as long as his arm, and stabbed the guy in the heart, killed him instantly. Over fresh flowers. Like, oh, man, these guys are animals.
Jesus.
And so we've got pictures of like the post-mortem
Wild
stab wounds and stuff. Anyway, just goes to show you.
the wild
something
weaponized
as nice as fresh
anti-viewer
flowers
just
can
don't mess with
crap.
me.
Here's the 13 wardens on the wall. Some other, we've got lots of handcuffs and chains and that kind of stuff. A lot of the guards were issued not only the badges and the hats and the uniforms, but the cane. Every guard got their own cane for getting attention and to use as a weapon, which they definitely had to do. Have you heard of the Younger Brothers, the Jesse James gang, the James Younger gang?
Oh, yeah.
In 1876, these were the notorious criminals of the day. There's always a notorious criminal, like pick a year, from Al Capone to P. Diddy, like we were talking about downstairs. There's always somebody, and in those days it was the Jesse James and his brother Frank and the Younger Brothers. So they ended up here in Stillwater Prison. This is some of their stuff. World famous at the time. So,
Right.
if it's creepy stories that you want, he died in prison of tuberculosis too. I'm just thinking, I will send you, I've got a whole compilation of what I build as true tales of terror and tragedy that are just what I said, true tales of creepy stuff that happened here either in the house or at the prison next door. And I think I have it printed out, or I can email it to you if you just want to have some details.
Be nice, yeah.
And
Something to look over.
I think that's it. Do you have
Executions.
other? No, that's a good question. There were not any executions here. And Minnesota didn't have the death penalty per se, but there were some people executed in the state. Not here in Stillwater and not here at this site, but other places.
Gotcha.
In Minnesota.
The hanging and what, Mankato?
Yeah.
Indigenous people.
For sure. Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah.
The biggest one. It is. It's pretty sad. Do you have questions about anything else, guys?
Anything else haunted that you can think of?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if like an object could be haunted. That camera's
Seen a lot.
Seen a lot. Like I said, the doll, if an object can be haunted, my money's on that creepy doll. Yeah, I don't know. All the things in here were made by prisoners, by their own hands. Book of poetry written by one of the prisoners.
But no one ever died in this house.
People, Warden Reed's mother died in this house. And Emma Ross.
No one died
in
of
this
suspicious
house, a woman who
circumstances,
lived
to say.
here with her husband.
Or
He
forced
was the head
circumstances.
of the prison maintenance shop. She died here in like 1927, I think. So a couple people did die here. Many at the prison, though.
Much more at the prison, much more in the prison grounds, but it's relatively close, but not right on these grounds.
So well over 100 years ago. Okay.
I guess final question.
Yeah.
We always ask everybody. Would you consider this place to be haunted?
I don't feel like it's haunted in a scary way, like they want us out of here. I think it's haunted in a way that it's occupied. I think that there are things here, people here, spirits here. They seem to be okay with coexisting. Maybe they like all of this old stuff and it hasn't changed. Maybe this is a happy home for a ghost at a history museum. I don't know, but it's not scary haunted so far, so I'd like to think.
Except for that doll.
Except for the doll, right. I think that they're here, but I hope that they're happy. I don't know.
All right.
Great.
Okay, so.
Perfect. All right, guys. So, once again, we're here in Minnesota. It seems like it's very late at night, but what? It's like 7 o'clock. It's been dark for 2 hours.
Yeah.
House
Does
has
that
some
around
really
here.
incredibly interesting history.
Again, welcome to the Midwest.
The dolls upstairs.
It's now dark
very
at about 4
creepy.
o'clock in the
The
afternoon.
ghost bell over here, eerie. The bed the guy died in, intriguing, and the stories of the prison. I mean, it's just 20 feet over there, and the structures are gone. So, in my mind, if the structures are gone on that building, you know what I mean? And this is the only building left from that campus besides the Watchtower Foundation right there. I don't know if the spirits are stuck in that time and this is the only building that exists in their plane of existence. Maybe they'd be coming over here. I don't really know. But we're going to find out tonight. We have some cool experiments to try this evening. But we've got the 3 musketeers here. Woo!
Yeah.
All right. We always start on one side, but let's start in the middle this time.
okay.
Mary, how are you
Hello.
feeling this
On
evening?
the spot. Don't mess up.
I'm excited because this is pretty creepy in here. There's so many trigger objects, I believe, and just the feeling is really eerie. So I'm super excited.
Papa Spooks.
I would second that. Same thing. This is one of those hidden gems I think that you found, right? And I'd never heard of the place, but
Me either.
it's obviously very creepy. Mississippi River is right across the street. So you've got that flowing water. There's Confederate items in here, a lot of trigger objects, like you said. And we've had some activity already leading up to this. So I think it's going to be an exciting night again. Yeah, for sure.
And then Connor, how are you feeling, brother?
Pretty interesting. I mean, I really like that we get to actually explore and investigate a warden's home. Like, we're super used to doing prisons, insane asylums, things like that. But this is the home of the people that were running the whole operation. From what we were told by the tour guide, there were some pretty messed up things that happened here.
Remember, guys, Connor's grandpa, a warden, so he's got a
Right.
connection here for
Right.
our investigation.
Yep.
Wow.
So we'll see if that has anything to do with some of the activity that we get tonight. So
Maybe. You
I'm
never
really
know.
excited.
Well, guys,
Different kind of trigger objects.
Squish together so I can get a shot.
The
Okay.
family
Here
member
you
of
go.
a past
Put our
warden.
hands in the middle this time. What should we say?
Her hands are freezing cold. Like,
Sorry.
go on, man.
Let's say.
How about what did the warden? What did they say when they called them? Or
Oh, let's
say-
just say let's go to prison.
okay.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go to prison! I know, that was kind of lame.
The prison's not even there anymore.
So we're just gonna keep on rolling. So to start this out, we have over here our own kind of 1800s seance going
Lights
on.
out, total blackout.
We've got some real candles that we're gonna use. I've seen people implementing those things in investigations,
Lich
and
time hours.
I like it. We did one a long time ago in Arizona that was really interesting. I don't know if I'd put the footage in or not, but where the light was pushing to the side and there's no draft. Yeah, in a mine. But we actually were told during the tour that this reverend doesn't like when you ring his bell. This is his bell. And she said that she was ringing it one time and she had a weird vibe, and then the next morning she came in and this picture fell off and left this hole in the wallpaper, and the frame's broken, and this is his old bell. So let's ring it.
And by the way, she said that
Ring a ding ding.
we can grab these things.
Yeah, she told us on camera.
Yeah.
So,
Ring,
Reverend
ding, ding,
William
Reverend.
Thurston Boutwell, Reverend Boutwell, or any of the wardens that are here, or prisoners, or wardens' wives, or children, try to follow the sound of this bell and come speak with us. There's a noise upstairs. All right, let's go start the seance. All right, everybody. So
I'm gonna stay
start
quiet
off
after the bell
tonight's
ring.
video, we've got some interesting experiments to try. We are going to light these candles here and do kind of an old school seance where we ask the spirit to manipulate the flame. And I've set up a REM pod up there, a REM pod over there, a REM pod over there. And they're all on the musical items in this room that she said trigger activity during the tour. So if we get a spike on any of those, you go over and play it. You know, see if whatever or whoever's here wants to hear music from that thing.
Start up on the gramophone's heart.
So,
Don't want to
Why
set
don't we
the
all first, before we start
world
this, sit and say our
on
intentions.
fire. I just want to set
Hello, my
a
name is
flame in
Colin,
your
to whoever's here.
heart.
I just want to talk to somebody. We're coming here with curiosity, and we don't want you to be scared of us. So please come and try to communicate tonight.
Hello, my name is Mary, and I am just coming to help you. And if you would like to move on or are feeling lonely, we are here just to communicate with you and learn from you.
Hi, my name is Jeff. As Mary said, we're here to really communicate with you. We're friendly. We want to help you if we can. So please step forward and communicate with us in any way that you can. Use these devices, make noises. We'd really appreciate it.
Hello, I'm Connor. Pretty much what everybody else said. We just want to speak to whoever's here tonight. Maybe hear some stories about when you lived here. Talk to some of the inmates if they've made their way over here. Yeah, good intentions for tonight. You don't have to be afraid of us. We just want to talk.
All right, before we begin, is there anybody here in the warden's house with us that would like to speak? You can make a noise. Or if you see any of our little red lights, you can go touch them. If you see some of those over there, if you touch one of those lights or go by the instrument you want, we'll play some music from it. What's that? Just a creature. All right, let's light these candles. Whoever's here, if you see these candles right here, you can play with them and kind of blow on them to show us that you're here with us.
Can you just make a noise somewhere in the house so we know that you're here?
He scares people.
I just got like a smell.
That was interesting. That was quite the little
light
spike there.
flickered right when the... Look at that thing moving like crazy.
Oh, that is weird.
Vitality meter.
The candle thing, the candle flickered right as the light flickered. And this...
She's coming.
She's coming?
Who's she? Are you talking about Gertrude?
Says Dr. Muslin gunmen weren't. Gunmen. I've never heard that.
Interesting.
Niagara.
Game. Well, this is a game. I just smell something, but the
Yeah, it
smell's
smells
changed
weird.
on me.
That is a different smell.
I'd say like a cigar room or something like, but it's not cigar.
I can see that.
Positive. We are not bad.
Positive we're not
Positive.
bad.
Okay.
For the most part, it does seem to be true.
Bart.
Hi, Bart.
Bart? Are you with us? Somebody
Chef
named
Bart?
Bart?
There we go.
Barber.
I'm your man.
I'm your
Bart.
man. Bart, if you're here, can you touch one of the lights in here or make a sound?
Shall I do something?
Yes. Yes, Bart.
Crap.
Please do something. Show us you're here.
Elena.
Oh, look at
This one's
the
moving a lot.
names.
Request Elena?
Bart.
It's interesting because they were telling us during the tour that one of the wardens for 6 months legalized prostitution,
Really?
and they set up a brothel in the prison, and then when people found out about it, he got fired because they think the warden was going down and like using the prostitutes in the prison.
Oh, just to request Elena. That's kind of weird.
And Eros.
Guardians in the shadows.
Oh,
That's just not happening.
Oh,
What's happening?
Butcher.
The vitality
Oh.
meter.
and something looked like it blew on the candle
quite the
and
skip
the
there,
thing,
yeah.
and the thing spiked. Butcher, Cochrane Butcher.
Ours, we'd ask what they'd elongate, remember? In the mine, how they elongated.
Asking.
They're, I mean, kind of just like that. Look at Bart, or if you're here, can you work on this light flame and make it longer for me? Either one of them. Use your energy.
Dropped it again. Got butterfingers tonight.
Were you here when there was a prison next door?
Hey there, Leo.
Also, there was a really big battle between two Native American tribes back here in
Where the
the
prison
site.
was.
yeah.
Oh.
So right there.
Mary and I were on the tour, so which is kind of good. We don't really know.
Appetite.
Let's go behind.
Do you want us to play the music? Petty.
Dog.
Dog.
Pet the dog. There is a picture.
How about
remember,
we
that
play
shows
some Tom Petty
that
instead?
They were doing pretty much free labor work, making prisoners make stuff for some people in
You
town.
don't know how you
Oh, that's
feel.
a
Be
vibe.
me.
Drain camera.
And then this.
Boom, boom.
Exactly that. Look at that.
Cocky.
That's how long they get it like that.
And
Look at
Oh, it went from right to left.
Do you not like that I'm talking about how you exploited the prisoners?
It said cocky too.
Can you move that candle flame again?
Cleavage.
That was cool how you did
If
the
there's any of
candle
them up
flame.
there, yeah.
Can you give us a name of one of the spirits that are here with us right now?
can you come and touch one of us? Like touch our hand or touch our hair?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Or touch that.
Yeah. Touch this Hazel. Oh. Hazel?
And godmother. Oh, you asked for a person who's here. Hazel Godmother.
Weird. Somebody's
Interesting.
godmother.
Hazel, if that's you, can you give us a sign, like flicker one of these candles? Maybe you're someone's godmother?
How many?
Tell people my story.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Befell.
But we don't know much of your story.
I heard a knock.
Did you die in this house?
Use something else.
Whoa.
Let it use something else. Like, is there any other tool?
Paranoid.
Hazel, if you're here, we just want to communicate with you, and you if you could let us know you're here by touching one of these red lights over here, making the candle flame
To be
elongate.
fair, they've been at this for a little while, and it feels
Or
like
say
it's
your
not
name
moving
again in any
much.
of the devices that are here. Hemlock.
With random phrases and a lot of clicking. What's the little blue moon?
What's that? It's like tapping over there.
Isn't that the mirror she was talking about?
Spider?
Spider.
What mirror?
That one.
So much heartache.
What about it though?
Wasn't she saying like this is where she?
Oh yeah, she feels in here something because the mirror
In here?
is.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Oh, look, that one's flickering too.
Lungs. Oh yeah.
Right when it's going on. It said hymnal lungs
There was someone who died from tuberculosis.
upstairs.
There was.
But hymnal lungs? That's music.
A lot of the prisoners died of tuberculosis too.
What's polonium? Anybody know?
It's an element,
Yeah.
Oh.
I think.
Is there something to do with polonium here? Oh! What
Oh,
the
that seems to be a bingo.
God.
There we go.
I'm looking it up.
Yo!
I'll look it up.
Look that sucker up because it's got a big reaction.
That's a key thing, polonium.
Polonium? What the f is... Oh, look, and this thing's flickering too.
It's a radioactive metal.
Okay.
Oh.
What's it used for?
Where's it mined?
Eliminating static electricity in photographic film brushes.
Tongue terror.
Tongue? Tongue terror? Was that, Oh, dude, there it goes again. I just saw it, like, tap on it.
I saw it.
Yeah, it literally was like it just got tapped on.
Thing's going
That
crazy.
was f***ing creepy. That was f***ing creepy.
I want to sit back so people don't think I'm like breathing on it.
Yeah, right. So, what's the deal with polonium?
I didn't see anything with polonium related to Stillwater, just looking it up in case there was something that popped up.
I was wondering too. So nothing that's directly related. But somebody had
Do you
something
have an
here, maybe?
association with polonium?
When was polonium
Oh.
discovered?
Joliet.
1898.
Joliet prison.
Polonium.
Analyze.
Okay. Need to analyze that.
Oh, we're trying to think.
I'm trying to think.
What's the association with polonium? Pittston?
Piston?
Pittston. Do you want it? Luxembourg.
Pittston. It's a city in Pennsylvania.
Did you like to listen to music when you were here? Should we play some music for you?
It's interesting.
Modern.
Polonium is what's the Russians used to poison the agents.
That's what I thought polonium was
Like the
a
one guy
poison.
died, and also Yasser Arafat died by polonium poisoning.
Yasser Arafat?
Yeah, from the Palestinian PLO, Liberation Organization, before your time. He was the guy. Right, that's, I don't know how that'd be associated here.
Somebody's poisoned.
Was somebody poisoned?
Meeting.
Meeting.
Oh,
So are you trying to tell us that somebody in the history of this building or in the history of the prison was poisoned with polonium? Bloodstain and question. Oath. Bloodstain oath. Leaky. Bloodstain oath leaky.
Try Interesting.
Is there a blood stain somewhere in this house from you? You can make one of those candles flicker or move that wheel. Is there a blood stain in here that no one's seen?
Concerned.
What are you concerned about?
Maybe there was a warden or someone who actually had some polonium that poisoned people.
I am the Butterfinger tonight. I was
Killed
about to
them.
switch hands and I dropped it.
You know, his secret stash or a woman.
Disciplinary. It's kind of weird.
Oh.
Correctional
Warden?
officer, warden.
So their whole job is to be like a disciplinary figure.
There's that guy in that picture on the far wall. The far picture. That was the only warden that was like known to be super mean to the
Super mean.
inmates.
Okay.
Can't remember what
Jones.
his name is.
Jones, we just got on here.
We're really here.
Albert Garvin.
You hear that bump?
Yeah.
Listen, listen.
Interesting.
Albert Garvin, are you around? Could you say your name? Let us know you're here. It sounds like you weren't very nice.
Oh, look right there.
As they come in,
It's right there, standing by the door.
walk in and communicate with us over here closer. Please.
Albert, we heard that you were kind of an asshole. Is that true?
Come on, Albert.
Ovid? O-V-I-D?
O-V-I-D.
Yeah.
Find anything that you?
It's a Roman.
Drum. Music? And there's drums over there.
Right there. Should we hit it?
Do you want us to play some music for you?
Do the drum. You're a drummer.
Deter. Okay, who wants to play this thing?
The drum?
No, this. I don't know how to do it.
Can you?
Yeah.
Well, you probably wind it
It's
up.
already cranked.
Yep, it's just.
You just need to put the needle on.
Jeez.
Whoa.
You might have to crank it.
You guys like that music?
Kerosene.
The prison was burned down, arson.
Yeah. Kerosene lamps.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. In that time period, before they got electricity.
Boxwood.
Trying to get a pulse on this place. Like a feel. Do you feel? Like anything? You guys can come out and talk to us tonight. We've traveled from a long ways away. So let us know you're here.
Corn.
Let us know you're here.
Once you start playing music.
My camera just randomly went to 0 battery.
It does feel a little bit like cooler.
Say it was gonna drain your battery.
Oh yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did.
Repel baboon fairy.
Sign.
Deer skin.
Did you like the music? Make a noise if you want us to play more.
Kind of feel like they just don't want
This is amazing.
to come out.
Should we do like a spirit box?
We want to go somewhere else in the house now.
Mm.
Where should we go?
More will come after.
Weird.
Where are you in the house? Can you give us a knock or a sign?
Can you turn that wheel off? Oh, there's just noise.
I heard something up there.
It's weird if she said that this is not very active down here.
No, she said it's all upstairs.
Interesting.
Said the majority of it's in the kids' room.
Can you make a noise if you'd like us to come upstairs? We can come and play with you.
Do you mean harm?
We don't mean any harm at all. We just want to help you and communicate.
Do you mean harm? No judgment here.
We're not judging anybody.
You're very respectful.
Thank you.
We try to be, yes.
I'm almost ready to get up and get a drink. Got real quiet again. What is that noise, though?
Like a grumble.
Yeah.
Or it'd be a rumble. Or a grumble.
Oh shit! Look, someone's right there by the stairs.
Oh, should go on the other side. If you're on the stairs, can you try to play with one of those balls?
This turned on.
What the f? What?
My name is Walter.
Okay,
Oh! Whoa!
What? What the f was?
Didn't
Sorry.
we get Walter before?
How did this just
Wait, how did that
on?
just turn on?
I don't get that.
So
What
this
the
is off. The other thing is the needle. This moved farther this way.
Really?
Yeah. This is way over here. That moved and that started.
Wait.
Oh, I'm starting to.
Look, it just stopped.
I'm actually feeling finally some energy here. Actually, my
Intelligent.
Oh.
Oh.
Intelligent.
Body. Yeah. Okay.
What the hell was that?
That was bizarre.
Is it Walter?
That's what that kind of like metallic noise was. I thought it was like something upstairs, but it was this.
That's trippy.
Wow, I didn't even notice it. until
Nobody
you said
did.
it. Yeah, I set it down.
That
right
was
next
very
to it,
strange.
right
That
here.
just
And it
suddenly
was
started playing on its
fully
own.
done
And
when
it
we
had
took
been
it off.
stopped for a long time.
Wow.
Did
Gosh.
you do that?
Haunted.
Okay. It sounds like you're more comfortable coming out and talking to us, playing with these objects. We'd really like to see more of that, please. Walter, are you here? Walter, if you're here, can you knock one of the balls down the stairs for us?
Let's just ask, since those sounds were really interesting, let's ask for a couple more. What do you think? And we can do a little spirit box before we go up. Walter, if you're here with us, could you make a sound? Thompson?
Walter Thompson.
I wonder if there were any of the wardens were named Walter.
I was gonna go. Here, look, I'll go look over here really quick. Francis Delano, John S. Proctor, Francis O.J. Smith, Henry N. Setzer, Joshua Taylor, Alfred B. Weber, Henry Jackman, John A. Reed, Halver G. Stordock, John J. Randall, Albert Garvin, Henry Wolfer, Charles M. Reeve.
Well, he could have been an inmate.
Walter
Whenever.
Thompson is listed as being under the supervision of the Department of Corrections, Stillwater, Minnesota.
Really?
Who?
Walter Thompson,
Right now?
Well, they got
60.
both of those names.
68 years old, homicide. 65.
He's in prison right now?
65-year-old,
Here?
under the supervision of the Department of Corrections and MCF, Stillwater, Minnesota.
Right now?
That's crazy.
Homicide from, homicide in 2014.
What the hell?
He's housed here in Stillwater.
Well, that's really fucking strange. We got
Sentence
a
date.
real murder convicted murderer who's in prison in this city.
Sentence date was 12/1/14.
Are you trying to tell us about Walter Thompson, the guy who's in prison right now?
It's homicide. Okay, that was pretty weird.
That was creepy.
We didn't really talk a lot about that, but
I have to stop the footage here for a second and talk about how really bizarre this is. Honestly, I can't believe we didn't make a bigger deal about this whole thing. We got the name Walter Thompson on one of our devices, and as it turns out, Walter Thompson is currently incarcerated just a few miles from where we were investigating on murder charges. According to court documents, Walter beat his then girlfriend to death. His daughter and his sister then helped him try to dispose of the body, and his girlfriend's corpse was found in a local park. Now, this is incredibly strange. I have no idea what this means, but I mean, there has to be something to this,
Man's messed up.
All right. We want to know, should we go upstairs?
yeah, right away.
Who's upstairs right now? Is there somebody up there? Aruba. Gentleman. There's a gentleman upstairs? What's his name? Clearer?
Do you not want us to go upstairs?
I want to ask again, since you said it, Walter, are you here? Can you say your name, Walter? Do you want us to come upstairs?
It was my turn.
We're gonna go upstairs. Is there anything else you can tell us?
Friends.
We're friends.
It said that before.
Well, who are you?
Where are you at in the house? Like outside, on this floor, downstairs, where?
Instructions.
Did you die here?
Look at that wheels moving pretty.
How many spirits are here?
Warden, right?
Walker. Oh, wow, Walker.
It creeps behind you.
Worship. Dude, more religious stuff. Just run.
Is there someone that we should be afraid of with us here?
Make them tremble.
The fuck is that?
That was a weird. Is that on that?
No, it's on here.
Is one of the wardens here that could speak up and tell us your first name?
Oh, just want to go upstairs?
Okay. Bye.
So, at this point, we're
Thanks
gonna
for
head
chatting.
upstairs. Keep in mind, during our tour, she said this area, part of the house, is like not active. It's not the area with
That
all
shows.
the stories.
But it is still strange how that just started.
I mean, that was incredibly
That
weird.
was-
Get little spikes, but it's
That was
not
a
for
really
too much
good
outside the
contact
real
with
player
the
starting out
wheel
so
and
for
the
some reason.
candles and the energy.
Right.
Here's
Some
this.
sounds.
Here's this Walter Thompson. If you want to show it, just he's housed in Stillwater Correction Facility.
That is just kind of bizarre.
That is weird.
See it on her screen?
That's really weird. Huh?
Alright, we go
Let's
up?
do this. God damn it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, he's dead. He has no breath.
So we've come upstairs right now to the children's room. This is the part of this house that employees, the person who gave us the tour earlier, people who walk by the house, they all report as being the most haunted. People see that woman in the windows here. There's the spirits of children, physical stuff that occurs in this room. So this would naturally be kind of a center point for us to start investigating up here. Once again, my name is Colin.
My name's Mary.
My name's Jeff.
My name's Connor.
To anybody up here, including the children. So we were talking to a Walter downstairs, or so we thought. Can somebody, if you're here, make a noise for us? Or if you see any of our lights or hear our voices, come walk towards us. You can even push one of these little balls off that we have set up across the room. We could play games. Or if you're attached to that creepy doll, come on out.
Can somebody knock off one of the balls we have laying around here? Just show us you can do something. Those are easy.
Did you live in this house? Maybe grow up here? Can you come and play with us in this room?
Hello? Is there anybody here at all?
Is this the most active room, supposedly?
Very timid tonight.
The bed in there. There was a younger kid that died from tuberculosis in that bed. Yeah. Not in this building, but he died in that bed. And the bed was donated here. It's the kid on that painting. And then that kid, that's his dress and his hair.
His dress.
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting real sick of this.
Oh, authoritative, and all of a sudden they beep.
Where's the rising hand?
Maybe we should knock the cane like they used to.
Yeah, maybe
Let's
we
do
need to
it.
be a little tougher, like
I think we
wardens.
do. And
He's right
Connor
there.
can do it because his grandpa was a warden.
Wait, hold up. Make like a warden style announcement though, like prisoners get in here.
Come on, prisoners, get in here. I kind of like having a cane.
Oh, there's a cat ball behind you. Probably the king.
Jeff, you started acting up. You started acting up.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna tell you to fall in line, boy.
He's gonna take the cane on you.
What's the quote? Lashings of the cane.
Lashings of the cane.
Or what is it? Ichabod Crane that says that?
Oh,
Spare the rod, spoil the child, you
Spare the rod
goofball.
and spoil the child.
Spare the cane and spoil the man. I don't know.
Oh, we're f***ing bored.
Let's edit that out.
Please, Warden. Please spare the rod, not me.
So something Papa Spooks is getting into character, okay.
Alright, someone just set those devices off. Can you do that again?
Ooh, hey, yo.
Back here, dude.
Oh,
That's interesting.
that's
Okay,
That's a nice trick.
okay.
Maybe we shoot the DR60?
Yeah.
Want to grab it behind you, Connor?
Sounds like a good plan. Sounds like something's in here. It's intelligent enough to at least react on speech.
Alright, we're going to do a DR60
Interesting.
session now. And see if we can capture any voices on camera.
Did you hear that?
What?
What was that?
It was really good.
What was that beeping just now, though?
Can you tell me
Device, you
your
weirdo.
name, please?
Were you a warden in this house?
Do you still live in the house? What's your name? If you do.
Gertrude, we were told that you still come around this house because you're looking for your son. Are you here with us?
What spirit is haunting that ugly ass doll over there?
Do you like it when we are here in this house?
Anyone that's here, if you're like mad or upset, just like give me your biggest growl or yell into that device. Just let it out.
Why is everybody being so quiet?
Come on, prisoners, fall in line. Let's go.
Did that use them up? Back here.
I would love to hear there's something after that. Holy moly.
Right before you said that. Right before you
What the f***, by the way? That's crazy. What the hell is that?
Wait. Right before you said that, I literally heard like someone breathing, like right here.
Here, maybe I'll do this here.
Is there someone in that room?
What was that?
Hello?
That sounds like they're getting in line. What the hell?
Hey, get in here, boy! Who's downstairs in my house now? Let's go walk over there. Jesus.
Okay.
Oh!
Back here. Look at
Oh my god.
Back here, come on.
You know this is getting creepy.
Very interesting. Oh.
What the f?
My god. It's like when you
It got knocked over downstairs.
Yeah, it was a loud
10.
bang.
It was like 10 or something to me.
Yeah.
when you got like forceful. That's something
Yeah. Just now again.
like it could be.
Should we go check downstairs, see what that was?
Let's walk out here and just be really quiet for a second.
Okay.
Anyways, I would like to continue, but this is going to take at least another hour, and I'm kind of getting a bit drowsy. It is late in the evening, and I have to get up early in the morning. So we are going to pause here, and hopefully soon we'll continue this recording, and I'll be right back. All right, so much BS has happened between the previous part of this recording and this one. It's taken literally days to get here. Not going to risk having something else interfered later this evening. We've got a little more than an hour to work with right now. Let's freaking use it and get this thing out of the way. ASAP, toot sweet, no more messing around.
10 or something to me.
And it's when you got like forceful. That's something.
Yeah. Just now again.
That's right, every time he raised
Like
his
it
voice
could
and
be.
got
Should we go
forceful, the ghost
check downstairs, see what that was?
Well, let's walk out here and
And
just
right
be
on
really
time
quiet
too,
for
by
a
the
second.
way, which is very interesting, and multiple devices.
What was that? Dude, that was back here.
What?
A knock on the door. In here.
You didn't hear it?
Oh.
It was back in here though.
It's like boom.
There's another pop, but it's hard to say.
Who's in my house right now? Did we just hear you? Please make another noise.
Not too much movement. Hard to say what it was for sure.
Huh? Where's the storage on this?
The camera card?
Yeah. The 0 minutes.
How?
Okay.
We're coming back.
went upstairs
Oh my god.
with the new battery and sword gear. Oh!
Oh, jeez.
We're back.
We have a golden.
Is the music box in here or anything? Or?
So we went downstairs, got a new camera battery, or got a new memory card for my camera. And now we're sitting back up in the dark. We still haven't listened to our DR60 session.
That heebie-jeebie
Those
doll.
noises were incredibly loud. Wait, did you see a shadow?
I just saw a shadow.
Where?
What was that?
It was right up there.
No.
I saw a shadow.
No, really? Did you see that?
100%.
What the f was that?
I 100%.
No, I agree. Yeah.
You see that?
I didn't see shit.
Oh, because he was behind you.
Oh, what the f? Oh, shit! What
Dude, you want to hold this doll?
the? Dude, this ball up here is going off too.
I don't really want to hold
Oh my god. What the hell? Yes.
Oh.
This cat
it.
ball.
I've got total.
That
Oh my
catwalk
god.
too,
Look
guys.
at
You know what? Since you put that doll in my lap, something's weird. Ugh.
Oh,
Guess
Jesus.
you gotta hold it again.
I think you should.
That is a creepy f***ing doll. I'm sorry. Jesus. Ugh.
It's okay. It's just a dog.
The last person
Look at
talked
the
bad
catwalk
about
next
It's
to us.
cold.
Uh-oh.
It's really cold.
Who's here with us?
I'm telling you.
Can you tell us your name?
She keeps this doll in the closet because of all the bad shit that happens when it's been out.
Yeah, she
Seriously?
waited to
Yeah.
go back with her on camera to bring
There's
it
a
out here.
different baby doll in this.
Really?
Yeah, she said today it's the bad doll. Apparently it typed
Oh
out
my
a message
God.
on someone's phone that said, "Isn't she cute?"
You cannot enter me. This thing feels creepy as hell.
You cannot enter me.
Funny.
Very
I'm
awkward
not
that
kidding you. This
says doll.
doll, you feel this thing. It's got something emanating from it. And honestly, I'm serious.
No, I know.
it's funny, but it's like, this thing's fucking creepy.
No, I know.
Wait, what's
I
that?
think my arm hurts.
Did you see that? Wait. There was
saw
literally
that.
just a flash in front of my camera, my light.
Dude.
Did you see that?
Yes.
It was in front of this. Like in front of my camera light that I'm using. There was like a little black orb that went over you, Jeff.
That was really strange.
Like, what the f?
Arm
Yeah.
hurts, man. Like,
I thought I just heard a voice.
I think let's be quiet.
I know. You need to get in here!
Those
dude,
weren't
this-
going off
I don't
earlier.
want this thing transferring anything to me. Connor, do you want to hold it?
Nope. I'm holding the camera.
Keep holding it. Ask it to talk to us. Remember, let's try to all be quiet and listen.
I don't want that thing to talk.
I'm actually on Jeff with this one. I'm with Pops here.
What is that?
That?
What is that? Is that a baby? Holy shit.
What is that? No, really, what is that?
I don't know.
Rock back and forth?
Is that you?
It's Connor. Something's wrong.
Connor. Dude. Doll, make a noise like a cry or something like that. Oh, God.
I'm so sorry.
I got pain in my shoulder from this thing. What's this thing?
All right. If there's somebody here, we just heard you downstairs. Oh, what the fuck?
God.
Okay.
Dude, what the actual
Every time they start talking, he starts
It's
talking
like
to
it's
them.
scared of you or
Here, I'm
if
gonna
something
put this
happens.
down.
Oh my god, that's actually creepy as hell.
Dude.
Good job.
That thing is evil. I'm not even kidding you.
It's gonna attack you even more if you disrespect it like that.
They had to put it up because the last person who insulted
don't tell me that.
Literally, it was. They said it in the story.
They were making fun of how ugly it was.
No.
Yeah,
And that's when it started messing with them. And so they ended up having to put it away. Mm-hmm. It was the woman's daughter who was here giving us the tour.
Remember, it's interesting too. Remember, I called the doll ugly, and that's when stuff really, it seemed like, started to happen.
You did that now?
Before.
Before we left.
I didn't realize.
And now we came back and you're
you gave it to
insulting
me.
it. Well,
I'm not
You
insulting.
picked it up.
I'm not insulting her.
Give her some
you're
love.
so pretty.
I'm not insulting you. He did. Jesus. Ugh.
Jesus.
I'm not insulting you.
Sorry.
Ugh.
Yes. All right.
So,
Moly.
you interrupted me. Thank you for giving us a sign, but I see you can play with our toys. Can you make a really loud noise like you did before? Oh, what the f?
This is getting freaky. Dude, just when you say that.
And just the one by me this time.
Oh, this one went off too, Colin.
But look, it's the other one's not
Yeah.
going off.
Well,
This one's
that
right
one-
next to me.
That one started going on.
Can you make this stop? Make this stop, please.
Are you affecting these lights?
Oh, man.
Are you mad that Jeff insulted you?
I did not insult you. I think you're beautiful. Not really, but.
Oh, it's gonna
I'm sorry. God dang it. Okay.
They can hear you. So.
Anybody that's on camera or watching this, I mean, and you hold this doll in your lap like this and you feel it with your hand, it's like a cold death. The thing is creepy.
Alright, let's try to just sit and listen. I've been trying to do that for 10 fucking minutes. Can you make a noise for us? If you're attached to this doll?
I feel like there's someone up here trying to intimidate us. Is that true?
Hey, doll, make a noise now. Can you move your dress? Move your dress, please. Your arm. Bring your arm forward. God, I swear her chest looks like it's actually breathing. Holy shit.
Can you make a noise or give us some sort of sign that if you want me to put the doll back?
I just got like the doll's eyes look so human-like, but the rest of its face just looks so.
Oh God.
What the f?
Okay.
Okay, you talked about her.
Oh my god.
This doll is freaking something.
I'm telling you, like, switch cameras with me and zoom in on this doll's face. That's seriously like one of the creepiest dolls.
What's wrong with its hair? Is it like matted?
Isn't that creepy?
Those little teeth.
I know. I noticed that when I zoomed in. It's like it looks like little monster teeth.
Jeff,
What?
you gotta do this now.
What?
Zoom in on its face.
Oh my god. What if it like moves its eyes?
Here,
We each hold it.
zoom in on its face. Look at it.
Oh, the cat ball. When Colin got it.
Yep.
I think she's kind of cute.
Yeah, she's just a baby doll.
That's creepy as hell.
See its teeth?
Let me see.
It's like this.
Oh, I gotta get closer. Oh, it looks like.
It looks like it's
Renfield.
staring at you.
You ever seen that show with Nicolas Cage that when he's Dracula?
Mm-hmm.
Renfield with his teeth.
Don't its eyes look like hyper realistic though?
Yeah.
Dude.
Who was here before?
What would you do if that thing just...
Jeff! Oh, Jeffrey! Come give me a big hug.
That's fucked up, man.
Jeff.
Sorry, just that doll's evil. Look at their
Jeff,
cat
don't
ball.
say that. It's gonna get mad at
I'll
you.
see you in your dreams later, Jeff. Bye-bye.
Cat ball.
Oh! What
Dude,
the Yo!
look at this.
Jeff, it is gonna follow you.
Look at this thing.
That's some pretty strong reactions, I gotta say.
I won't mess with that anymore.
Here.
What?
You
Oh
get
no,
to hold
Connor
it.
gets to
Oh,
hold
yeah,
it.
Connor.
I'm on camera.
Here, Connor.
Okay, Connor.
Your turn, Connor.
All right, let's. Before we do the DR60, I really want to hear one more noise. Let's try to see if we can hear anything. Whoever made that noise downstairs, where are you? Can you do that again? If that's the warden, we got prisoners in here that escaped. We need your help.
DR time.
Doesn't that feel cold?
It does feel very cold.
It's cold.
I think that was the REM pod.
Absolutely nothing.
Not one voice.
No, it's
Ah,
strange.
beep.
Well, I think it's about time to do the Estes.
What was that?
I don't know.
It's been kind of gotten creepy.
It is.
Yeah. I think, where do they put this doll? Normally.
In the crib.
Oh, I thought you said
she's
they
in
keep
a
her in
closet?
storage or
Yeah,
something.
they keep her in the closet.
In the closet?
In the very back. She showed us they kept her in like the
They
way
used to
back.
keep her in here. Then all the weird shit started happening when people were insulting her.
So, like, what was the weird stuff that happened? Because we weren't here. Like what? A few things.
Bad vibes.
That string that pulls up and down the shades
Over here?
that fell off. And then it was just on the ledge right there, like coiled up nicely. That happened. Her daughter experienced some weird stuff. like it typed out on an app, like, isn't she cute? When they were insulting it. It was just like a accumulation of just a bunch of weird stuff. So they switched it out and put a different doll in here. Kept that one back in the very, very back storage closet.
She just brought it out tonight for us.
She's like, this is the good doll in here. And I was like, is there a bad doll? She's like, oh yeah, there's a bad doll.
Wow. that doll is bad.
Bad dolls, bad dolls. Session chef and Connor had downstairs equipment for Estes. Alrighty. When they were downstairs, they noticed something creepy and came upstairs to get me with a camera.
You know,
What?
Did you open the door of the basement?
No.
We've never even ever noticed that, dude.
No.
Interesting.
Did you?
No.
Wide open basement.
That's weird.
Yeah, a little
Wait, where?
Weird.
Where?
right when
It's
you
I've
like
been filming B-roll since you were.
right next to the gear room.
Wait, let's go look at
You
it.
can't miss
You
it.
didn't do it?
No.
No, we walked in. I was like, "What the f is that?"
All
I
right.
like shined my light down there.
Yeah.
I'm like, this looks f***ing crazy.
Missed it.
All right, let's go look at it.
Missed it.
I didn't even know there was a basement.
You didn't
She
need a
didn't-
flashlight.
she
Do
didn't
you have a
have-
light? I don't have my phone.
Oh, it's just
We have a light down there.
That's f***ing creepy.
Yeah. Look out for this corner. Wow. This is exactly how it was. It's exactly how it was.
Oh, what?
Oh, look at.
Look how f***ing creepy.
I mean, look at that.
Oh, what the hell?
That door was f***ing open just like that.
Yeah, this has not been open all night.
We've been walking through here all the
Was
time.
this the sound that we heard?
No, I mean, this wasn't open like 10 minutes ago when we were down here.
No.
But we've been walking like the other way.
Yeah, but still.
around.
When we were doing the TikTok was after the sound though, and I shot footage of Mary through here.
I mean,
This
something.
had to have just happened.
Something.
freaky
And she
looking
didn't.
basement.
She didn't talk to you about this when you did your tour.
No.
So wait, so you just came down here to get that light, and this was just sitting?
Yeah, when we came downstairs, we walked through this way, and then we came in with those battery packs. I was like, what the f is this? And
I mean,
I
I-
looked down, I'm like, oh shit, it's a basement.
I mean, we didn't.
That's
I think we
creepy
would
as
have
hell.
even noticed it from over here.
I remember we were even talking about it earlier, like, is there like an attic or a basement?
Yeah, I said, asked her, is there an attic or a basement or?
Well, let me see.
You
again.
said
We're like,
no.
I don't
You
know.
said no.
Well, I didn't. I mean, she didn't mention this. That looks
Okay,
very
so it's
scary.
like
Wanna
the
go down
door.
there?
You should close it once and see what it's like. Like,
Close it.
yeah.
No entry.
No entry.
No entry.
That's even more freaky.
Yeah. What the? F-
Could that be?
no entry.
Is this? Okay, wait a second though. Look at this.
I'm talking, that might have
Hold
been
on.
the sound that we heard.
What about this?
Oh, what?
Because if they don't want entry,
I mean, don't shut it all the way.
no, but that's just gonna keep it closed.
But the spring was on.
Yeah, that was off. That is probably what came off. So
Or we could have heard it before opening, and then that's what slammed. Because it sounded like me to a door. Like it opened, then the spring came off or something. Well, hold on. I'm just gonna walk down and get a shot.
why would they have no entry? If they don't have that? True.
Storage
Oh, there's a
mostly
baby
public
doll
info,
down
right?
here.
No.
And mannequins. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god, this is creepy, dude.
Ugh. Every kind of bad thing in the basement.
Holy shit, guys. This hey! Dude, I'm not even shitting you. This is like a scene out of a horror movie. Dude, I'm not kidding. You guys gotta come down here and look at this.
Really?
Bro, this is like, it looks like a horror film. want that to be closed. Oh, down here. Look at this. Like, what the hell is all this shit?
This is where just walk down, barely get
This
areas of
door
view.
was
Oh,
open.
yeah.
Hold this. Look at that chair down there. We gotta go see what that chair
This
is.
is where we're locked down here. I know. Come back and lock us in here.
I mean, look at all these. Look at these right here. These naked dolls.
Like making suits out of skin.
What the hell is this shit? There's like dolls everywhere. I know.
Probably-
We gotta go see what this chair
Probably
is.
maintenance for the mannequins and stuff, but still, yeah. Come down here in the middle of the night, that's gonna be some unnerving shit.
Oh my god.
Why are all these mannequins here? Reason?
These chairs? And dude, what is up with this? Tell me this isn't f***ing creepy, dude. Come over here with the light. Bro. I mean, this is legit, like, very creepy.
Look at that bat. What is that? I don't know. What is that?
Creepiest part of the house.
I mean, dude, these mannequins and, like, these dolls everywhere. And the fact that the door was open. Like, what the hell, man?
What's up? Look at this piano.
I don't know.
Glow stick.
I thought I heard a noise back there.
Glow stick. Look at that.
Like, it's like a thing of body parts.
Wow.
Oh! What was that? What was that? No, what was that? I'm serious. What? Did you guys move something? Hold up. I don't have a light. Hold up. I don't have a light. What the f was that noise? Wait. Ask a question.
Okay, I don't know.
Hello?
Oh my shit! Oh my god! Oh. Holy shit!
What the hell?
Holy shit! Oh my god! No! Dude, I'm upstairs! Oh my god!
Dude, that was terrifying.
Holy shit! Did you hear that?
Yes! What happened?
All three of us!
So wait, Connor,
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
I'm like,
Oh my
how
god!
does that door open? It's wide open. You
I
have to
looked
see.
down at it and I'm like, oh shit, that's a basement.
It's a basement, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god!
It's wide open. And so
Out of nowhere.
Colin goes, and the spring that holds it closed was just hanging there, right? That's probably what we heard, that really big bang before. Like that came the spring, boom, and he went down and looked. It's like a house of horrors down there. There's all
There's mannequins, naked
Just
baby
remember-
dolls everywhere.
all kinds of crap like that. And then we were coming up.
There was a noise of,
Heard
I
a
don't
noise
know what it
first,
was.
A noise first. Colin comes up. Hey,
It sounded
I'm-
like a piece of wood got thrown at me.
Yeah.
Like something like that.
And then he comes upstairs. Hey, wait, I don't want to be back. And he gets to the very top, and then a huge boom down there.
Really?
Right when we asked.
Yeah, like-
Oh my god.
Yeah, he said, ask something. Ask
Ask it to
something.
make a noise.
Before I could even say anything. Boom!
And we all
We started
I could hear you from way up here. Jeez.
It's scary, man. It's still,
Thank God we brought a camera down.
I know.
Oh my god.
the thing is it's still there.
I know.
What, the
I mean, this might be funny. Yeah. Shit, whatever happened. It's
And
there
whatever
right now.
happened in
know.
it, yeah,
Hold
holy
on.
moly.
Let's go down with Mom and just
Yeah.
ask a question before we do this Oscars.
Yeah, I gotta see it.
Cause I gotta get, that was, dude, that noise was creepy.
Holy shit.
Okay, now we got the real camera, Mom. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah. Show Mary how the door was. Show her how the door was. And 100%, we would notice this door.
And look, it's closed.
Yeah, but it's that
Oh.
spring.
No interest.
Okay, but it was like this.
But that was the thing, like
It was like
the
this.
door was open. And we're
Really?
like,
Yeah.
but the spring
This
was
was
off. Of
This
it.
was off.
Oh
Hanging
my
over there.
Like it was like this.
Because I came in and I said, hey, wait, look at this door. It's open.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we came back in with our stuff. We're like, what is this door? And Connor said,
Well, like if you turn the light off, like turn this
yeah,
light
yeah.
off. Like I just walked by. I'm like, oh, is that a closet? And then I looked down. like, oh, that's a basement.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
I'm like, this door's never been open.
That was not
know.
open.
I just shined my light down there, and I was like, holy shit, that's fucking scary.
Oh my
And that's when
God.
we came upstairs.
Yeah.
Then we came back down, and we're like,
And I put this. I put the spring back on.
I'm like, we
Because
Gosh, how could that go?
look, they don't want this open, right?
No.
And so it's like this. You close it, but it was literally like this. So then I just grabbed the spring. Oh. This is creepy as shit down here.
Dude, that clip of the three of us. Oh my god.
Jesus.
Holy moly, dip pop.
Well, it's fucking
That
right
thing
here,
hooked
by
up
the
and leave it
basement.
be.
There.
All right.
This is how it's supposed to be. So it keeps it closed. Let's show her.
Ooh.
Because I'm telling you.
show her down there.
Yeah, just go first.
I'll stay up here.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That's creepy.
And we just had our phone light.
That's really creepy.
Okay, look at. Maybe something got thrown at us here.
There's a piece of wood right there.
Where? Oh shit,
floor.
there is. Holy shit. Gotta come out of the ceiling or something. Oh.
Hey, let's ask.
Go back here, Mary.
You gotta see that little doll back there.
Ooh, yikes.
Isn't this like eerie?
That's really creepy. Ooh. Is there someone here with us?
Can you throw a piece of wood or something to get at us?
A rock?
Anything?
Connor!
Yeah?
Stay still for a second.
Okay.
Again, can you throw a stick or piece of wood or a rock or anything at like you did the first time we were down here? We brought Mary with us.
Oh, I feel like someone just tugged my shirt. Oh, that was creepy actually. Mary asked him.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh.
What the? It's like a horror. It's like a.
It's creepy down here.
Body parts.
If you are here with us, can you like grab my hand or touch our hair? Let us know that you're here.
Alright.
Can you move something down here like you just did? It's so quiet. Oh my god, that was so
But
scary.
it happened when we were walking out.
I know.
When I said this is like tubing to shove something through right here. Actually, my legs are weak.
That's gonna be the best clip so far of the three of us. No, the VHS will be kind of even funnier, honestly.
Wow.
Hey everybody, it's Colin here. Thank you for watching today's video. Hello to all the new subscribers and hello to the rest of our beautiful, wonderful, spooky
Hello to
family.
everyone
As
who
this button, do this now.
You're involved in the
comment
live
more
show.
for
Hope you,
spiel.
congratulations
I
to
love you
whoever
guys
got
so
the grab
much
bag.
and stay spooky.
All right, so we have arrived at our Estes session. This has been a very, very interesting evening
yeah.
from kind of not having much, all of a sudden having a lot
tons
up
of weird
here,
stuff, and then,
and then
not
that
much
really
again, and then
frightening
the
moment in the basement just
freaking
now.
basement.
So
Ugh.
we're doing another dual Estes tonight. This time, it'll be my mom, Mary, and I going under. We're right next to the bed where this guy died. And we've got these candles set up, so hopefully you guys can ask during the session to like manipulate the candle next to the person you're talking to or something like that.
Okay.
But let's try to figure out what's in the basement, I think. Alright.
What about that doll?
Huh?
That doll.
Oh yeah, you should bring the
over
doll in
there?
here too.
Doll is like,
Will you grab it?
Don't look like looking at that thing for too much.
Mothers are great for.
What?
It's time.
what's the doll's name? What's your name, doll?
Heaven. You're a disappointment. I swear. Like a deep male. They're all coming.
It seemed like towards the end there was something here that was trying to scare us. What was
Anomaly.
Anomaly?
Take everybody off.
that? Take everybody off of what?
Big girl.
Do you live in the basement?
I can do it by myself.
Who lives in the basement?
Your knees.
Cotton time.
Have we been speaking,
You have energy.
have we been speaking with the spirit of a warden that used to live
Friendship.
here?
Thinking.
Mm-hmm. 4 things.
So there's 4 different spirits we've been speaking with?
You can bank that.
Huh?
Get out.
What's the
3.
Go hard.
3? Who lives in the basement? Who's in the basement that was trying to
Gertrude.
scare us?
Richard? Something. Is Gertrude here?
I died. I can't remember.
Where is he?
Look behind you.
And Gertrude's in the room behind
Boo.
us?
Callista.
All gone.
I'm gonna push you back.
You're gonna push
Come
Jeff back?
Come on back. Visit the something.
Were you trying to scare us a little while ago in the basement?
Boat rides.
Does the spirit in the basement have anything to do with the doll?
Click it.
They live in all of them.
They live in all of them? The dolls?
Really?
Well, that's
You'll
what-
thank me later.
They?
Leave them alone.
Who is they?
Gotta go.
Who lives in all the dolls?
You know.
Who? Who lives in the dolls?
Who's they?
You literally just said that.
Those are low numbers.
Heavyweight.
Do you like the dolls?
Susan, Becky, Stacy.
Susan, Becky, and Stacy.
Yes.
Hey, fellas.
Hello.
Hey.
Running around.
Oh, Jeff.
I can really hear that. Yeeks.
I swear I just heard Browen. Dude, I just heard your full name, dude. Jeff Browen.
Cold weather.
Who's asking for me?
He is.
Who's he?
He's scary.
Who is this? He.
The goat.
The goat.
And drugs.
Why are you asking
Dragon.
for me?
Oh, look at you.
Do you not like Jeff?
It's really active. Here's your
Not good.
Help me leave. Maximize energy.
Can you manipulate one of those
Franklin.
candle lights behind you? Can you make the light flicker or get longer?
How long have you lived in here for?
Chet.
I don't live here.
I don't either. Do you? Who are we talking to?
James,
There is a James.
Like in
you're dead.
here?
Yeah, there,
Out of control.
I think there was a James Warren. Warden. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's James the Warden that we've been speaking with?
Pray for me.
Are you okay?
Sickly.
This kid died from
Pray for me.
cough.
Maybe.
Is this the spirit of
Lay down.
the young man that died in this bed?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the young man. in the
I
portrait.
feel
Shoot it
cold
again.
on the back
Lay
of my
down.
neck all of a sudden.
Lay down.
It's very bizarre. It's like someone's like touching me.
Are you here?
Lay
Who
down.
died?
Lay down on this one too.
Life is short.
This kid died when he was 21.
He died.
So,
21.
this is the spirit of this young man in the painting.
There's so many of them.
The young man.
Two-
Oh, he fell ill.
He fell ill.
What do you want us to know? The young man that died.
Cold.
It was in your heart.
I'm sorry you passed away
Lincoln.
at such a young age.
Long legs.
What do you want us to know?
I keep hearing like chick, chick.
It's on your shoulder. They've been waiting for this
Tickets.
moment.
Who
Ticket
has
on the
been
boat.
waiting for this
Yeah.
moment?
Can't go.
Catapult?
The one.
Can't go.
Ha ha.
Who was in the basement? Who was scared?
Like they're going down.
From Chicago.
He was from Chicago?
She killed us.
Mother.
Little
A
kid.
little girl.
Is there a little kid
My arms got bony.
connected? Is there a little kid connected to this doll right here?
What is that? It was like a little kid sound.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name that's connected to this doll? It sounds like a little girl. Can you tell us the name that's connected to this doll?
Daisy.
Daisy.
Gertie.
Daisy, how old are you?
Gertie.
Gertie. That's the mom.
Really?
Yeah, that's the
I
mom
missed that.
that's like haunting this place.
Seriously?
That's looking for.
Where's my mother, man?
Is this Winston?
It's flipping. It's flipping, man.
Winston, is that you?
We weren't here for the.
Grew up slow.
Gertie was the name.
Gertie's the woman in the picture in that room.
Take the train.
They said that she's
Or the
she
boat.
haunted this. She haunts this house because she's looking for her son Winston.
Wow, Mary didn't know that. That's crazy.
Go poop.
Gertie.
I did go poop.
We know that. We might strike that off the
Not gonna lie.
Gertie, can we help you find Winston?
Thank you so much. Listen, people.
I just heard like, Mama.
There was.
How old was Winston?
He was like,
Young?
he was young.
Yeah.
He's coming up there.
Gertie, are you here yet? Were you trying to find Winston?
Girl.
Ring her.
Is Winston here with us?
Tap the stick.
She's holding me.
Is Winston's spirit connected to this doll?
Oh, yeah.
Only one.
Gregory. Hide.
Is there a connection, though, with Winston to this doll? Like,
The river runs through it.
right by the Mississippi. Who's here right now? It seems like you keep coming.
I'm hearing a lot.
Okay, but who? Someone come through and tell us who you are.
The one in chains. Is anyone there?
Are you a
You
prisoner?
picked me up!
Got her.
The one in chains? Are you
Got
talking about
hurt.
a prisoner?
I just hear strike.
Little
Strike.
Shank. Got to remove him.
Is either one of any of the wardens here at all? Could you step forward and tell us your name? One of the wardens?
They're asleep.
Warden's.
Having dreams. That was weird. They're asleep. Having dreams.
Caves. Like I heard
Cave back there.
caves.
Ugh, I'm feeling like someone like tickling my head.
So
There's
Let's gotta
somebody,
go.
somebody innocent like a kid.
do you live in the cave behind the house? That was an inmate.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
You do live in the cave. What do you do in
feels
the
like
cave?
someone's touching me.
Are you touching Colin right now?
Running my finger.
Who is touching
Cold
Colin?
weather coming.
She's like that. The cave is cool.
Mm-hmm.
What if we don't stop?
Stop
Fortitude.
what?
Down low.
Who was in the basement?
Shoes.
Who was in the basement that was scaring us? Trying to.
Jesus.
Bells ringing.
That's where he's been.
Oh, I just heard like a bleh, like a vomit noise.
Yeah.
Mary seems kind
It's me.
of doesn't feel well. Yeah, something was right there.
Tired.
It's like the dog got tired. She's
Oh, I know
Is there
about being
anything
tired lately.
you want to tell us about this house?
I'm
That
technically
might
fighting off
be
a
known.
disease. It's done, but I'm still suffering the after effects,
It took me.
which is also part of the
The
reason why I
house
couldn't
took
finish
you?
filming
Not the
this
same.
thing sooner.
So, who lives?
They did.
Who lives inside this doll?
Braids.
Who controls this doll? What's
Oh my god, that just scared me. That just touched me. Oh my god.
How come?
Oh, something in your leg.
Can you tell us what spirit lives inside this doll?
It's too heavy.
I feel like someone's touching my neck again. Bye, Buff.
I'm hot.
How many spirits live in this house?
Check the materials. 80.
80 spirits live in this house?
I don't know who's...
Go.
God, that doll's
Natural habitat.
I don't know
You're-
where to go with
you're-
this 'cause it's different stuff.
Cold.
Is the spirit in the doll have good or bad intentions?
I mean, look, guys, you know, it's a fiend.
Fiend?
Underwater.
underwater.
Always there. Always hair.
Son of a gun.
Looks pretty.
Can you tell me how many people are trying to talk right now? Because I feel like there's a lot.
Oh, dude, he's under the house.
Let's
Like
start.
clear. He's under the house.
Fuck.
That's like
Who's he?
My
in
mom.
the basement.
Yeah.
Ugh, that gave me a chill.
Who's he?
Yeah.
Who's the he you're talking about?
Who's under the house?
He's moaning.
Big boss. Not going.
Is this doll good or evil?
You're a moron.
Smart.
Insulting me back. Yeah.
Go.
Do you like that people come visit this
Mickey.
house?
Goat.
I'm drunk.
Buffoon.
Getting more like insults.
Mhm.
Insults, right? So you're not really a good person.
Tomorrow morning I'll see you.
The doll's gonna follow you home, Jeffrey.
You can't follow any of us home. No way.
Oh, I just heard like a.
Are you gonna follow Jeff?
No. Well, you need to
They
stay
look ugly.
here.
Charles. By the way, that was Charles with the British accent. Charles.
Is there anything you want us to know before we leave tonight?
Look at me, boy.
I'm looking.
Run
Where
away.
are you?
Who are we talking to?
Tall hands. Ooh, tall hands.
Look at that.
Long nails. He really liked them.
Chains.
James?
The puppeteer. Oh my god, I heard the puppeteer and then I heard, oh god, Geppetto. Like the f***ing guy from Pinocchio. How, that's kind of really
No,
weird.
God.
Yeah.
No.
Remember you said you were
Cot. Cots.
strings without making.
Mm-hmm.
The fiber of discussion. Thank God for the
Wooden.
whole.
Like wooden door.
Probably the basement getting door.
Yeah.
So you were down in the basement when you say the door, the wooden door. Was that you? Who are you?
The Minnesota Stalker.
Coily.
Cartoon figure.
Ugh, I got a weird shot on my neck. Man. I keep getting
I
it.
feel like we're not getting like
Must
I knew you in
coherent
8th grade.
answers.
No, they're all.
Like it's a lot of people
they're
trying to
all
speak with us.
bored.
We don't have
Free-
much more time in this house.
I'm a little minority.
I think there's
Save a penny.
some prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
We're both emo. You can call me Rick.
Cigarette.
Wow.
Well, we're gonna be going here in a second. You have one last chance to tell us something.
Thank you very much. Great job, boy.
That sounds like a warden.
Mm-hmm.
Get a girl.
There's no,
Yeah, we're not going to be here much longer, so
My time.
we really want to know like who inhabits
Nice meeting
this
you.
house.
I don't know.
But yeah, I think you do know. Can you step forward? The person that really is in this little doll.
Stop playing games.
Sprinkles.
What's?
Olivia.
What's Olivia? Oh, that's where we stayed last night.
Yeah.
Yep, you're included.
All right, this is your last chance to tell us something.
I get it. I am cussing.
I think they've had prisoners of warden.
Mm-hmm.
I just keep getting like,
Children,
Dirty.
go,
like everything.
go,
It's been kind of a...
go.
All right, well,
Yeah.
we're gonna get going. It was really nice talking to you.
You'll get shot through the
Good luck.
head.
But
Well,
like bagpipe.
I think that's
It's not
I
safe.
think we're kind of.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's open. The portal's kind of.
Coins.
It's getting a little more nasty.
Mhm.
Alcohol.
All right. Well,
Girls.
really appreciate you talking with us. We'll be going.
Yeah.
One last chance.
There's one thing left.
What is it?
Hold her down.
Leg.
Don't let her.
Hold her down, Lynn. What is she gonna do?
I heard like a kid like, ha ha.
Kick. Hold her down, leg. What you gonna do? Kick. What? This.
Scoobow's her name? Scoobow?
Frackin'.
Should I just pull them
I think.
Yeah, I think we're good.
out? Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna.
Got a
we're
few
gonna wrap
interesting
this
things
up.
out of that.
So, anything you want to tell us before we go? We're not coming back. So, what do you want us to know?
Go.
Okay.
Kill the doctor.
Okay.
We got a doctor. That's the first word we got.
Prisoner.
Flunky.
Okay.
Tooth.
I think we're gonna go. Thanks for communicating with us and you can't follow us home or
Good times.
anything, okay?
No.
Jane.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Jeez, that thing's loud.
I know. How long was
Yours
that?
hurt.
20 minutes?
Dude, I was hearing. Were you hearing a lot of voices?
I was.
There was a ton of voices coming
Yeah.
through.
And you guys,
Dude, that was creepy, man.
we had like, I think everybody come through.
Yeah, Gertie, the Winston, the child, a few of the wardens.
The guy died. The guy died here. This guy.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
This guy came through.
Yeah.
And it was like y'all were going back and forth.
Really?
talking.
Really?
Yeah.
Prisoners. Prisoners.
Nice.
Weird.
Definitely.
And this thing just got like super heavy.
Yeah.
Like
There
at
were-
one point I'm just like,
we
oh.
couldn't quite get who inhabits the spirit of that doll and who's downstairs, you know. But you had some growls, kind of like
Wow.
voices. There's a lot. There's like a lot.
It was weird. It was like, I was asking who we were speaking to, and it said like, I was sick. I'm like,
Yeah.
are you the kid that died in this bed? And both of you said lay down.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Oh my god.
Yep.
It's freaky.
And then I got sick again, I think. And then Colin was like,
Really?
this kid died of
yeah.
tuberculosis.
Oh my god.
He
We
died
both-
from tuberculosis
Yeah.
in this
That's, like,
bed.
creepy.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Ugh.
Yeah. We both said that at the same time.
Between that and this. I think
Yeah.
it's time
You
to
kind
go.
of you made out this kind of exhale like oh.
Really?
You slumped back in the chair and then you left the doll slide back on your.
Oh.
You
This
let
thing was loud.
the doll slid. You held the doll like slid it back on your legs,
Oh my god.
and you were like you slumped down like.
Really?
That scared the shit out of me.
Really?
It touched my leg.
Really?
The
Yeah.
doll's hand.
Oh
He
my
freaked
God.
out, but I said Mary doesn't look very well.
Ugh. I was feeling like drained.
But the bottom line was there was like
There's a
a ton
lot.
of
Gertie came
spirits.
through looking for
Plenty of
kid.
interesting stuff.
Like-
Really?
And it was like Winston is the kid in the doll.
like
Oh.
one after the other.
That got really interesting.
That's
Boy,
very
from
cool.
the night when we started.
Wow.
Now when you think back, like holy
Yeah.
shit, it's like a blur now to me.
That's
Like, I thought, oh
crazy.
man, this place, there's nothing here. And then that place went berserk. And then that freaking basement.
Right.
That was some of the scariest shit I've had for a while.
I can't wait to watch that footage.
We gotta ask Heidi about the basement.
Yeah, I know.
That door being open and stuff. Oh, anyway.
Well,
Okay.
Okay,
That's good.
here we go.
so back here behind the warden's house, this is where we're ending our investigation. This cave is the source of a persistent local legend that has no technical history. We were just talking to her about this. This is called informally the Trustee Cave. So according to, lore in the town and local legend, a trustee who was at the prison, a trustee is like a very trusted inmate, they would be allowed to come live and work at the warden's house and live in this cave. And apparently it was like a highly sought after position that a guy even, according to legend, got out of prison and came back because he wanted to stay working here and living here. But there are no names associated with this story. And so we brought these flowers. They're fake flowers, but not much choice here in winter Minnesota for fresh flowers. And we just wanted to memorialize these people who died unfairly at the prison, the wardens who were very honest, some of them, and put in, hard life's work to make life better for these people. And yeah, everyone who unfortunately passed right 100, 200 feet away. It's kind of creepy. You want to take a look before we put these down? Look at this in there.
Oh,
Yeah, isn't that creepy?
it's very creepy.
Imagine living in
A little cave.
Sick. Full Ford.
Yeah.
I guess it's better than the 5x7 cells that they were in at this prison.
Yeah. Hey, when I was cleaned out, it's a big space.
So, I'm gonna put these down. Those flowers are our gift to you, the unknown trustee, any spirits that may be here. We want to thank you for coming out and speaking with us. We're so appreciative, and if there is somebody here, if there's somebody in the Warden's house property, we're very thankful that you came out and spoke with us, and hopefully you're having a very happy afterlife.
Thank you to anyone who was speaking to us tonight, all the nice spirits, even some of the not so friendly ones. We really appreciate you coming out and speaking to us. You don't have to, but you did, and that makes us happy. So we thank you.
Yes, I agree with Connor, and thank you for speaking with us and just welcoming us into the home. And it was a great location, a great night, and thank you for letting us in.
Again, not much more for me to add to these guys, what they've just said. Thanks to everyone coming out and speaking to us. We appreciate it. I enjoyed it, and thank you if you hear me.
All right, guys.
All right.
Well, we did it, y'all.
We sure did.
That was
We did it,
great.
man.
That was a fun night.
Promises to be paranormal though next week. All right, so that's it for Paranormal Files. Thank you everyone again for watching. I hope it's you don't mind the extra delay here. Again, it's been very busy. The lovely holiday season is kicking in. But that's going to be it for now. Thank you all again for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff to keep us going. We are now down to 80. We are down to 80 more people before we hit 1K. Again, thank you all very much for joining us. As you keep joining us, you keep helping this channel out, and you keep helping these videos out. So again, I have to thank you for showing up and enjoying the content. And I will see you all again next time. Pleasant dreams.